What is up, my gaming nation? It's your boy 6Claws Gaming, back again with another video. Today, we have 4 FNAF figures to review today. I did not know that these existed until I walked into GameStop and saw 3 of them. So, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into the first figure. Now, our first figure here is Jacko Bonnie, which is actually, if we remember, back in Wave 2, we got Jacko Chica as a GameStop exclusive. So this kind of completes the little duo. But, you know, no one really cares about Jacko Chica because she's cringe. Anyway, we're going to compare Jacko Bonnie to Nightmare Bonnie, the original, because these two are pretty much the same. If you see there on the feet, Nightmare Bonnie's is just black, though, and Jacko Bonnie has silver painted feet, or a foot. His joints are, instead of being black like Nightmare Bonnie's, they are silver, and his chest, his entire torso actually, unlike Nightmare Bonnie, is translucent, as well as like his head too. You can see that there, his head and torso are translucent, and Nightmare Bonnie's just is not, but he can swivel his hips. He's got some pretty good actually movement. He's a lot less stiff than Nightmare Bonnie is. Because Nightmare Bonnie, when he came, he's not really like that anymore since I've had him for a while, but he was really stiff when I got him. He's actually moving quite a lot, though. He's a bit loose now since he's been out of the box for a long time. But yeah, that's Jacko Bonnie. He's really not too different from Nightmare Bonnie other than some color differences. But let's get into the next figure. Alright, so the next figure we have in our Dreadbear lineup is Grim Foxy. Now, I never actually played FNAF VR. I don't have a VR headset, but I did watch literally everyone else play it. And I thought the game looked cool, for one. And I really liked this guy when Curse of Dreadbear came out. We're going to compare him to Nightmare Foxy because, oh, that's a dusty boy right there. Give me a second. Okay, no more dust on that boy. Anyway, we're going to compare him to Nightmare Foxy. Because, while they don't look really similar, they do look somewhat similar. But Grim Foxy does, I'm going to be honest. Grim Foxy does look quite a bit better than Nightmare Foxy. The metal on Grim Foxy, like all the metal bits, is a lot lighter than it is on Nightmare Foxy. Nightmare Foxy, as you can see, he's like dark metal all over. But Grim Foxy is actually like metallic-y silver. Also, his ears, which don't have any covering on it, like the red fur, you can see from the shadow back there, they are actually segmented. The ears are segmented instead of Nightmare Foxy just having like black area surrounding his endoskeleton. The hook on Grim Foxy is bigger than Nightmare Foxy, as we can see here. We get a little hook comparison. Yeah, Grim Foxy definitely has a bigger hook. He's also got these black tendrils. I imagine that's smoke, since in the game he's on fire. But that could just be, I don't know, like a design detail. His joints, once again, like Jacko Bonnie's, are silver instead of black, like Nightmare Foxy's. He's got more of his endoskeleton is exposed, but I believe that's just because there's no black shadow around his body like Nightmare Foxy does. Nightmare Foxy, though, he can swivel his hips, and well, I tried doing this earlier, but it doesn't look like Grim Foxy can swivel his hips. So Grim Foxy is actually more limited than Nightmare Foxy, but still very cool figure. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so our third figure in our Dreadbear lineup is actually Dreadbear himself. Now, I don't actually have a figure to compare Dreadbear to, since he's really his own figure. I never really liked Dreadbear, I'm gonna be honest. He looked kind of weird. But anyway, Dreadbear here is green. The only other green character that I can really think of is Springtrap. But Springtrap is cooler than him. Anyway, Dreadbear, he's got 5 fingers. He's got claws on each finger. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nightmare Freddy. Not really, but, you know. He's got all stitching all over here, like on his torso, on the side of his face, on his hat, and in both of his ears. I think actually this ear, nope, his ear is not on backwards. There's just no material here or here. There's no material to outline the insides of the ears. His bow's there. He cannot swivel his hips just like Grim Foxy. And I think these are supposed to just be endo feet, but they're just green for some reason. His joints, once again, are silver, but he's got all this shadow on the inside, like on the arms of Jacko, Bonnie, and Grim Foxy. But I like the little endoskeleton here. I think that's cool. He's got these little Frankenstein rods here that in the movie, like, give him life. And his eyes are completely void of any color. They're just white. Although there are, like, if you can see that there are little, like, pupils where, like, black should have gone or would have been gone, but in the game, pretty sure his eyes are still white. But he's got this giant eyebrow, if you can see that, and that makes him look kind of intimidating, but not really because he's green. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our last figure. Okay, so our last figure is the one and only Glitchtrap himself. Now, I'm gonna just be the first to say it. I don't like Glitchtrap. I think he looks stupid. I don't like how he looks. I would bring Springtrap down here, but to compare him, but this guy just looks nothing like Springtrap, who is Chad and literally better than Glitchtrap in every single way. Anyway, let's review Glitchtrap. Everything that you see this lighter fabric and the darker fabric, pretty much everywhere that connects, like on his ears, is like stitched. And he's got some stitching here on his back. He got a tail. He's got some stitching on his hands, on his legs, and any on his arms? No, doesn't look like it. No stitching on the arms. And he's got this little vest with stars on it. I hate that. He's got his bow tie. He's got 2 buttons here. He's got some whiskers. His head doesn't really move all that well, actually. It really doesn't. He can't swivel his hips because that's one piece. His joints are, once again, silver, even though he doesn't have any joints in the game. His feet kind of look a little funny from the front, but I don't know. I guess that's just kind of perspective. But that's Glitchtrap. Anyway, guys, that's going to be in the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please just slash the like button with your talents. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the Gaming Nation. Also, don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at 6cloud_gaming. Anyway, guys, that's going to be in the video, and I will see you dudes in the next one. Bye-bye!